people with diverse SOGIESC, that's sexual orientations, gender identities, expressions and sex characteristics, which you may know as LGBTIQ people, have specific needs in crises like the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, a lot of that has to do with their experiences before a crisis like the pandemic. So that can include being rejected by their own families, it can include being rejected by their communities, ostracised by faith communities, bullying at school, challenges getting work. Additionally, a lot of the kind of social protections systems, like kind of government aid responses, but also the non-government systems, the UN agencies and INGOs, don't always acknowledge the existence of LGBTIQ people, or all of those challenges that they've had in their life that mean that they do have specific kinds of needs in humanitarian crises. There's this big gap, essentially, between the humanitarian and development sectors and LGBTIQ or diverse SOGIESC civil society and communities. So the work that we've done with UN Women and with diverse SOGIESC civil society organisations really emphasise that humanitarian development actors need to include diverse SOGIESC CSOs, and they need to include community members within assessments, within designs, and within planning, implementation and evaluation of these kinds of programs. It's not about, identifying individual LGBTIQ people. It's more about understanding the kinds of challenges that people have in accessing social protection, in accessing aid and support, and then designing programs that allow those people to access those systems without having to put themselves at risk. Out of the forum, what we would love to see is a recognition that gender is not a binary. That there are people with all kinds of different gendered experiences of the world because they're people with diverse SOGIESC. And those need to be taken into account when we're thinking about gender equality. So there's a lot of work that humanitarian and development sector organisations need to do. And if they do that work, then they'll be in a far better situation to engage with people with diverse SOGIESC safely and effectively and in ways that ensure the dignity of those people. But there will always be situations where it's really, really hard, and people with diverse SOGIESC are often a hard-to-reach community. But that's not an excuse for not trying everything that we possibly can to change the way that we work, to make our systems, to make our programs more accessible to people with diverse SOGIESC.